Hi, Edgar Champagne. Welcome back to Body Language. This is my second half hour with Dr. Jack Tidwell. This part of the show we're going to talk about, as you can see, we are dressed for people who are interested in working on their body. And Dr. Jack Tidwell is kind enough to work with us today. So Dr. Tidwell, we're going to move into the Thinwell Clinic. It's on Airport Thruway. Tell us now, do you have a Facebook page and a website and all that?
Yeah, they put it on. They have it's called thinwellclinic.com.
Okay. I went on the website. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty nice.
You know, speaking of which, I named it the Thinwell because it sounded like Tidwell. Somehow I was drawn to that name.
Yeah.
But really, it's the Well Thin Clinic.
Well Thin. Okay.
I mean, we want to be well, healthy.
Right.
So there's lots of ways to lose weight, and they're not necessarily healthy. So we're trying to stick with something that's doable and that's actually, works for the long haul.
Yeah.
There's also diets that you can get on, where you just want to cut, and then you uncut if you get off of them. So it's a matter of lifestyle change.
Well, a person walks in the door on the Airport Thruway out there. You're right there by Kim's Boot and Shoes out in that area, across the street from the Metro Diner, I think it is. So a person walks into the Thinwell Clinic, and you got a great staff out there, some great looking ladies. But what happens then? When they come in, they greet you, and then what?
Well, they get, that fill out the paperwork.
Processed in.
Well, we're all about you, and, weight and all the medicines you're on and all that kind of thing. Fine, that saves me a lot of time, interviewing them. But, we do, their blood pressure and all the routine things at the doctor's office. And then they see me, and I get to talk to them and find out, what is they're wanting, which direction, what have they done, and why are they here? Why?
Yeah.
Why? How did you get here? Who sent you? Turns out most of the time it's sent by somebody that already came. Sure. And they knew them and we're losing weight, and they said, oh, okay, fine, come on down. Boy, patient mode, that's a nice patient to have. Somebody that's already, affected in a positive way. Yeah.
Well, in last segment, you said that when you got into it with Dr. McBaron and everything, you noticed when you all took over the clinic that you had patients that lost about 2,000 pounds. And my question is...
No, only 2 patients had lost 2,000 pounds.
No, but anyway.
The whole smear.
Right. So now, is it... You ever heard this particular question where people say, well, I don't need to lose pounds, I want to lose inches, or I want to lose inches and I don't want to lose pounds? Which one is it?
Oh, yeah. Well, that goes along with it.
Talk about that.
You have to, there's 2 components that, 3. One, why are we overweight? What's our addiction? When I first got started, I was a little on the preachy side, okay? So this precious woman, young woman, came in, and I said, now, do you know what the 7 deadly sins are? She looked at me like, yes. And I said, well, do you know what gluttony is? Oh, she just started welling up with tears, rolling down her precious little face.
Wow.
And I said, oh, no, you're taking me wrong. Well, back then I thought it would be right, it'd be a little pressure on her, and that changed my whole spiel, I mean, I can't do that to people.
Right.
And I thought I'd never see her again. She came back, she on the program, losing weight and successful and happy, and not living guilt-ridden,
Great.
All right, so That's, how did I get there?
Yeah, well, I mean, I was asking you about when they come in, and is it about inches or pounds?
Oh, yeah. Well, it's everything.
Yeah.
You know, the gremlins in your gut, fungi and yeast love sugar. Okay, that's the one I should be pointing to as being the greedy, gluttony thing. It's not you, it's that gremlin, the devil. You know how the devil talks? He says, more. You throw stuff at him, right? Because you want to shut him up.
Yeah.
More. Well, actually, not funny. You know, that guy invades your body and causes trouble, a lot of problems. Okay, so one of the approaches is to make sure that you figure out how to beat the devil by not giving him what he wants. And
is it a matter of suppression or just completely getting away from it?
Whatever we can do. First of all, having the knowledge that sugar makes you want more sugar, and there's 60 names for sugar. It's poison. Period. My son knows it very well, and both of my sons can cut weight just like that. They're like body hackers, and they know what they're doing. My son actually, Greg, who's a computer kind of a guy, and he's got a little tattoo on his wrist that I put on my wrist, but it's in ink. For the camera, less equals more.
Oh.
Less sugar equals more health. Okay? See?
All right.
Anyway, that's one approach, okay? Because the sugar is causing stress. It's invading your body, causing stress wars, okay? Stress wars, this way and that. And your body has to take care of that with something, with your immune system, which just so happens to be in the same tent with the terrorist, the more terrorist. Okay, so here's squeezing down on your immune system that's fighting your wars, and the wars are causing stress, causing your body to produce cortisol that packs it on you. Okay, so you if you just cut down the stress that you're causing your own self by feeding your enemy, what kind of general would that be that would put feed the terrorist in the same camp as your immune system?
Wow.
Okay, now this all kind of gets back into relating to cancer, okay, which is, I can talk a little bit about it.
Yeah.
After 40 years.
Well, listen.
I don't know how much time you got for me to yak on, but
I do have, but we're going to come back. We got to take a break and come back and talk about that. You heard him say there is a demon, there's a gremlin inside of us, and he speaks a language called more. This is body language. We're going to get into that in just a little bit. That's coming up next on Body Language. Stay with us. You're on CTV Beam. My guest right now, Dr. Jack Tidwell. More after this.
Are you thinking about buying medicine online? A search for online pharmacies yields more than 20 million results. But which ones can you trust? Medicines bought from unlicensed online pharmacies can be dangerous. You may get a fake drug, your condition may get worse, or you may experience a bad reaction. Don't put your health at risk. To learn how to find an online pharmacy that's safe and legal, visit fda.gov/BeSafeRx. A message from the U.S. Food and Drug Administration.
Families come in all sizes and shapes. Sometimes your friends are your family by choice, or sometimes you're just stuck with Uncle Charles. But what we know is that you want to protect the people that are close to you. But the flu can unravel everything. Your flu vaccine protects you and your family. No matter what draws your family together, protect yourself, protect your family. Everyone needs a flu vaccine.
You're on Body Language with CTVB. My guest right now is Dr. Jack Tidwell. He is a owner of the new clinic. It's Thinwell Clinic on Airport Thruway. Dr. Tidwell, we were talking about gremlins and stress and everything inside your body, the poison that sugar is. And finish that conversation, will you?
Okay. I love my freedom.
Okay.
Let's talk about the gremlin.
Yeah.
Okay, well, that's a big problem, all right? So it goes in there and invades your body through the holes in your gut wall caused by gluten. Now you stretch your gut out, you know how you may have seen how wiggly it looks on the inside. It would cover a football field. So there's lots of holes. So these guys fly through those holes. They headed off for your, causing all kinds of diseases, you know, heart disease, pressure, diabetes, type 3 diabetes, which is the, you know, the
severe
Alzheimer's and that, right? Dementia, you know, and liver, okay? What's the number one cause of liver transplants? Well, fatty liver. How do you get there? Sugar. Okay. You got to know about all these things and be aware that somehow or another we got wacko, all right? And put the enemy right there in the same tent as your soldiers. These guys are protecting you. Matter of fact, cancer. You got to have an immune system if you want to fight cancer. Cancer forms all the time from cosmic radiation. Phew. Mixed with the Agent Orange or whatever they're putting on all the food to make them have some shelf life, right? So you've got cancer pops up, okay? Some little change in the DNA, okay? Now it's a cancer cell that's kind of angrified and multiplying, you know? So boom, it starts to multiply, bing, 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 every 34 days. Give or take a day.
Yeah.
And so it's growing. And now it's doubling. Now it's a half centimeter. Okay, you can't see that on an x-ray, say a chest. Well, then you just so happen to get another x-ray a month later, you know, where it doubled and now it's a centimeter. Well, a centimeter, that's 1 billion cancer cells. 1 billion, with a B.
Wow.
Okay, well, I'm going to sue. They should have seen that. Well, they couldn't see it because it's half centimeter, and then all of a sudden it came into view because it was dense enough to see, big enough. Okay, well, what about that? All right, let's just cut it out. Okay. But first, we need to find out where all the ones are that are a half centimeter. Oh my God, how depressing. They're everywhere. Well, okay, so what is a PET scan? That's what a PET scan does, it finds them. And what's a PET scan? Well, how does that work? Well, they inject in you radioactive sugar.
Oh.
That goes to wherever those cancers are. So now you can see what you're dealing with. So now you can use that to either give up the ghost or use it to see if the chemo or whatever is working, or just keep on top of the cancer, basically, and research and all that, you know, to be able to figure it all out. But see, that's the thing, that the cancer is taken over.
Yeah.
It's just because of you not being aware, the lousy general that you may be, feeding the enemy right inside your camp.
Well, let me ask you, before it gets to a cancerous stage, if a person is just a diabetic and everything. Is there a way to completely, through your treatment, get rid of sugar? How do you treat
you
a person?
can't.
You can't?
No. All you can do is keep it, keep it down, right? It's in everything. Sugar. And let's just say that you were to pick up on the fact that there's 60 different names for it, right?
Okay.
And it's hidden. Or let's just say that now sugar, okay, what is that? That's table sugar, sucrose, right? So then that's made up of fructose and glucose. Well, they figured out a way to make cheap fructose called the high fructose corn syrup, and they'll put it in there in the place of the other because it's a money deal. Plus, it has one other side effect that's beneficial to them, and that is to go to your brain, turn off the mechanism that says I'm full. So you don't eat just one Oreo. I mean, why not eat the whole box of Cheerios?
Wow.
With the sugar on them, whatever. Okay. You know, you're in charge, right?
Yeah.
You got to be in charge. You got to be in charge. The stewardess says put the mask on yourself first and then help others. Duh. How far would it go if you, if you pass out, then you can't help the other person. And woe be to you if you take both masks and put it on yourself. No, what you do is you honor the blessing. This is a blessing. All these parts, they work. God made this. And I'm not even going to, without guilt, I'm going to talk about God. Okay? Sorry for those of you that have some other thing on your mind. Here's what. Take care of yourself and honor the blessing. Pay it forward. Help another person. Let them see you not in all your glory, trying to decide what food to eat by looking to your left and looking to your right and see what they're eating and thinking that's okay. That's how 2 out of 3 people are overweight or obese, and then on top of that we got to have the morbidly obese. So expanding. You got to understand, you're in charge, and it's only you that can take care of you. You just have to understand the principles here. I'm giving you a few. I talk about de-stressing yourself. Well, don't stress yourself first of all. 2 other things, 2 other ingredients: exercise and sleep. You don't get enough sleep, hey, problem city. You're not functioning. You're in a fog. We're going to have to probably talk about this another day. I mean, I got more stuff. And exercise, you got to do that. And there are some exercises. There's plenty of things you can do, but they're all in aim to de-stress you.
Right. Well, look, we're going to take a break, Dr. Tidwell, and we're going to come back in a capsule version of some pointers that you would like to dispense to the people out there. And secondly, get the correct location and times that you're open and all those things with the Thin World Clinic. Dr. Jack Tidwell, my guest today. A great program. Stay with us. You're on CTV Beam. This is Body Language. Don't go away.
Body language. Without saying a word, it can tell you so much. Like someone is having a stroke. Know the sudden signs. Learn fast. F, face drooping. A, arm weakness. S, speech difficulty. T, time to call 911 immediately. The sooner they get to the hospital, the sooner they'll get treatment, and that can make a remarkable difference in their recovery. Learn the body language, the sudden signs, and spot a stroke fast.
Welcome back to Body Language with Edgar Champagne. My guest today is Dr. Jack Tidwell. He's with the Tidwell Clinic, a brand new clinic. It's been open a few years. He's out there on Airport Thruway. Dr. Tidwell, what are the days that you all are open and your hours out there?
Monday, closed. And Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, from 10 to 6.
10 to 6.
Saturdays, open Saturdays, early 9 to 1.
Okay, good. All right. Well, before we took the break, you were talking about the importance of honoring the fact that God blessed us with this body. And I'd like for you to take the last segment and talk about the guideline or the template that you would give a person once they start dealing with the Tidwell Clinic. What are some things that you all know that they have to do to start feeling better and looking better with the Tidwell approach?
Okay. You said you love God, right?
Yes.
Good. He said it was good. Good. I went to daily vacation Bible school, and I thought he meant Hershey. Well, hey, it's not funny. I was thinking if, I got this Butterfinger or something, I could give it to Sally Mae over there. Maybe she'd hold my hand, Well, no. You get older and you start realizing what really counts. I mean, as far as what good meant. And you know what good meant when you helped another person. And that's what I'm about here. Okay, I came back from 4 corners of the world, coming back here, and just wanted to help folks. I mean, it just is something to do with my life,
Sure.
Constructive and helpful. And you feel good, all right? I hope you can feel that I feel good about this.
Yeah.
And I advocate anybody do that. Pay it forward by word and deed, but not just paying it forward like, should I say, Amway? No, you're not looking for that. You just paid it forward just because you paid it forward because you feel good. That's a reward. So I want to base this whole program on the selfish good feeling that you get, okay? And it's just good to have rules, okay? When you can find rules, there are rules. Our country's got a constitution.
Yeah, the laws and constitution.
On 10 commandments and 7 deadlies. And stop on red, and all that. We're in this cage, rules.
Yeah.
But we're happiest people we'll ever be if we just following rules. We're trusting each other, and we're helping each other. Okay, this is a good thing. A good thing. Our feet are on the ground, our heart's in the right place. Unlike others, who may be some elite types that have a different attitude about it. Their feet never touch the ground. They're so entitled to be in charge. They want to play God. They want to play the devil. And they're never satisfied. Never. Okay? Now I want to tell you what they sound like. More. Did you hear that before? From that little thing in your belly that said more. More. It will never happen that they will, even though they see these people down here in this little cage, happy. Curiously, why are they so happy? They'll never let go of whatever it is they're pursuing, the more thing, to ever be converted and go down there. So I say, let's get with this program and embrace it. We trust each other. People trust you if you've got rules. You trust yourself if you've got rules. You learn to be having a good habit pattern of rules. So we need to go there. Don't. Wow, could I ever get off into politics now? I don't know about that.
We don't have enough time.
The ism people, should I not say it or should I say it? Well, this is where I stand, okay? I love my freedom, okay? Anyway, the ism people, the communism, fascism, socialism, totalitarianism, blah, 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 they killed over 100 million people in my century, right in the middle of my century. Now, how rude is that? 100 million. Old, whoever it was said, okay, you kill that person or I'll kill you. And don't think about killing me because these guys are looking at you. You so much as blink, they'll kill you. Mm-hmm. So, okay, well, bang. Okay, hey, yeah, and how about you over there? Rolling your eyes. What? You don't get this, do you? Bang.
Yeah.
And then, sir, he has a tick. Oh, sorry. Bang.
And that's exactly how the sugar and the poisons are destroying our body the same way, by us not paying attention to having rules.
Exactly. You're motivated in a positive way. Your heart's full of this.
Yeah.
You got it.
I got it. Yeah.
You can be in control of yourself, and the more you're controlled, the more you suppress this little guy, and the more you suppress those guys by just ignoring them and making more peeps. Okay, grow your peeps. Mm-hmm. You heard about the Big Bang. God made this Big Bang, right?
Yeah.
Okay. The Big Bang, well, maybe it was God's mom that said, don't shoot me for that. Said, Gotti, what you gonna give me for Mother's Day, huh? And he said, well, I never thought about that, Ma. But I'll be right back. He goes down to the basement, comes back, boom, 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 everything. Woo! Uh-huh. Well, Gotti, that's the best present I've ever had. Thank you. Well, Mom, thank you. You were the one that inspired me. Thank you. But you know what? It was good, if I do say so myself.
Thank you so much for being here, Doc. Dr. Jack Tidwell, ladies and gentlemen, Tidwell Clinic on Airport Thruway. I recommend you go and see him. He's a 40-year cancer doctor and now excelling in making people well. You can hear it in his voice. He loves what he does. Thank you for being on Body Language. This is Edgar Champagne at CTV Beam. More next week.